In this video, we're going to talk about the 5 biggest changes that happen when women reach their 80s, the kind that affect how you feel, think, and move every single day. These are changes that no one really warns you about, yet almost every woman experiences them in her own way. Some of them may surprise you, but each one teaches something powerful about life, strength, and acceptance. If you've ever felt that growing older comes with too many changes at once, this video will help you see them differently, not as losses, but as lessons. Before we start, I'd love to know, where are you watching from today? Share your state or city in the comments below. Let's see how many strong, amazing women we have watching from across the country. Change number 1. Decline in physical energy. One of the first things most women notice in their 80s is that their physical energy isn't what it used to be. Even if you've stayed active all your life, you might find that you get tired faster than before. Tasks that once felt simple, cooking a meal, doing laundry, or walking to the mailbox, now take a little more effort and sometimes a little more time. But here's the truth. This doesn't mean you're weak or lazy. It's simply how the body changes with age. Our muscles lose some of their strength, our joints may ache more easily, and our recovery time becomes slower. That's biology, not failure. Many women feel frustrated when they can't do things as quickly as they once could. But instead of fighting your body, it's time to start listening to it. Rest isn't giving up. It's a sign of wisdom. When your body asks for a break, take one without guilt. Spread out chores, sit down between tasks, and enjoy small pauses during the day. These moments of rest are what help you keep going. Also remember, slowing down doesn't mean stopping. You can still stay active, just at your own pace. Gentle stretching, light walking, or even chair exercises can help keep your muscles strong without overworking yourself. Most importantly, be kind to yourself. You've carried your body through decades of life, through laughter, work, family, and challenges. It deserves care and gentleness now. You're not losing your energy. You're simply learning to use it differently, with grace, balance, and self-respect. Change number 2. Memory and cognitive shifts. Another change many women notice after turning 80 is how memory starts to work a little differently. You might walk into a room and forget why you came in, or put your glasses down only to spend 10 minutes looking for them. Sometimes names take longer to come to mind, or you find yourself telling a story twice without realizing it. It can be frustrating, even a little worrying, but let me assure you, this is completely normal. Your brain, like every other part of your body, also ages. It doesn't mean it's failing, it just means it's slowing down a bit. Think of it like a well-loved computer that takes a few extra seconds to open a file. Everything still works, it just needs a little more patience. The good news is that your mind can stay sharp and strong when you keep it active. Try reading regularly, doing puzzles, or learning something new. Even something small like a new recipe or a new phone app. These little challenges help your brain stay alert. Also, make life easier for yourself. Write things down. Keep a notepad by the phone or use a calendar to track appointments. That's not a weakness, it's smart planning. Most of all, don't be hard on yourself. Everyone forgets things, even younger people. What matters is how you handle it, with humor, patience, and self-compassion. Your memory may not be as quick as it once was, but your wisdom, experience, and understanding of life are deeper than ever before. That's something no forgetfulness can ever take away. Change number 3. Shrinking social circles. One of the hardest parts of reaching your 80s is noticing how your circle of people becomes smaller. Friends you've known for decades move away, grow ill, or sadly pass on. Family members, Your children, grandchildren, even neighbors get busy with their own lives. Suddenly, days that were once filled with visits, laughter, and phone calls start to feel quiet. This kind of change can feel heavy. Loneliness creeps in slowly, and sometimes you may catch yourself wondering, does anyone remember me? But please know this, feeling lonely doesn't mean you're forgotten. It's simply a part of this stage of life that many women go through, even though it's rarely talked about. What helps most is connection, no matter how small. Reach out first, even if it's just a quick phone call or a message to an old friend. Join a local senior group or a church circle if you can. Those little chats, smiles, and shared moments can fill your heart more than you realize. You can even use technology to stay in touch. Video calls with family or online groups where seniors share stories and advice. Every bit of connection counts. Your presence still matters deeply. You bring wisdom, humor, and love that the world still needs, so don't retreat from people. Reach out even gently, because one simple hello can make a lonely day warm again. Change number 4. Increased vulnerability. As the years pass, many women in their 80s start to feel more vulnerable, both physically and emotionally. The body that once felt steady now needs a little extra care. A small trip on the carpet or a slippery floor can cause a serious fall. Your balance might not be the same, and it can take longer to heal from even a minor injury. Sometimes that makes you more cautious about moving around, and that's completely natural. But vulnerability doesn't stop with the body. The world around us has changed, and sadly, not always for the better. Scammers often target older women because they assume we're more trusting. A friendly phone call that turns into a fake offer, an email that looks official but isn't. These things happen more often than we like to think. And it's okay to admit that it can be confusing and unsettling. The most important thing is awareness. Be alert, trust your instincts, and never hesitate to say no or hang up if something feels wrong. You've earned the right to protect yourself. Physically, small adjustments can also make a big difference, like keeping night lights on, wearing supportive shoes, and installing grab bars in the bathroom. Being careful doesn't mean you're weak. It means you're wise. Vulnerability isn't something to fear. It's something to understand and manage. You've taken care of others your whole life. Now it's time to take care of yourself with the same love and attention. Change number 5, shift in identity. One of the deepest changes that women often feel after turning 80 is a quiet shift in identity. It's not something you notice all at once. It builds slowly. You might walk into a store and realize the clerk doesn't make eye contact anymore. Or go to a doctor's appointment and the nurse talks to your daughter instead of you. It can feel as though the world has started to look past you, as if your voice no longer carries the same weight. That feeling can hurt. After decades of caring for others, working hard, and building a life, it's painful to suddenly feel invisible. But here's the truth. You haven't disappeared. You've simply entered a stage where society sometimes forgets to see the wisdom standing right in front of it. Your value hasn't faded with time. You are still the same strong, capable woman who has lived through joy, loss, growth, and change. You hold memories and lessons that no one else can offer. The world needs those stories, even if it doesn't always say so. So don't let anyone define who you are by your age. Keep speaking up, sharing, and doing what makes you feel alive. You are not past your time. You are living proof of strength, resilience, and experience, the kind that only 80 beautiful years can teach. Change number 6, health and mobility changes. As women move through their 80s, another big shift is in health and mobility. Even those who've been active their whole lives start to notice that their body doesn't move the same way it used to. Knees may ache a little more, balance may feel unsteady, and stiffness can make simple movements like reaching for something or getting out of bed a bit slower. It can be frustrating, especially when your mind feels young, but your body doesn't quite keep up. But here's something to remember. Slowing down doesn't mean you're losing your strength. It simply means your body is asking for a different kind of care. You might not be able to go on long walks anymore, but you can still move. Gentle stretching, short daily walks, or light exercises can keep your joints flexible and your circulation strong. Movement, even in small amounts, is one of the best gifts you can give yourself. It's also okay to use support tools like canes, walkers, or railings without feeling embarrassed. They don't take away your independence, they protect it. Many women find that using a little help actually gives them more confidence to move freely. Your body has carried you through a lifetime of love, hard work, and change. Treat it kindly. Keep it moving, keep it safe, and don't measure yourself by what you can no longer do, but by the grace and strength you show in adapting. Change number 7. Emotional shifts and finding new purpose. One of the most tender changes that comes with your 80s is how your emotions begin to shift. Life feels different now. The house might be quieter, the days slower, and memories seem to visit more often than people do. You may think back to loved ones you've lost or moments you wish you could relive. Sometimes that brings a deep sense of sadness or even a quiet question, "What's my purpose now?" These feelings are completely normal. You've spent much of your life caring for others, your children, your home, your work. But now, this stage is about caring for yourself, your heart, your mind, and your peace. Finding purpose again doesn't always mean doing something big. It can be as simple as tending to a plant, helping a neighbor, joining a book club, or writing down stories from your life for your grandchildren to read one day. Remember, your story isn't over. You still have the power to make a difference, to share kindness, to inspire, to teach. Sometimes purpose is found not in what we do, but in who we continue to be. Even when the days feel lonely, remind yourself that your life still holds meaning. Every sunrise that greets you is proof that the world still needs your light, your wisdom, and your beautiful heart. So, as we've talked about today, reaching your 80s brings many changes to your body, your memory, your emotions, and even how the world sees you. But none of these changes define your worth. They simply remind you of the long, beautiful road you've walked. Every wrinkle, every slower step, every quiet morning, they all carry the story of a woman who has lived fully and bravely. The truth is, aging isn't about losing control. It's about learning a new kind of strength. You may not move as fast or remember every detail, but you carry something much more powerful: wisdom, the kind that only time, love, and experience can teach. Your 80s aren't an ending. They're a softer, wiser beginning, a time to focus on peace, gratitude, and the little joys that make each day meaningful. So take care of yourself, stay curious, and never stop reaching for connection. And before we end, I'd love to hear from you. What's one positive change you've noticed in yourself as you've grown older? Share it in the comments below so other women can read your story and feel inspired. You are strong, you are loved, and you are still writing the most beautiful chapters of your life. Stay kind to yourself and keep shining.